think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. I'm incomplete without you by my side? And what if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side.
All right, here we are. How we doing today, boys? Everybody doing good? Everybody doing good, man? I think I need to point the camera a bit more down. Just a bit. Maybe. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's a bit better. Hi guys, how are you doing? What have you guys been up to? Everyone doing good? I can't see shit. Wait, hold on. Let me put my glasses back. There we go. Where is the Viverro shirt? I don't want to wear it anymore. $3090 or 4070 Ti? 4070 Ti Super. Yeah, by the way, remember when I told you if the 1970 XT for $900 was good value? Yeah. And you said 100%. Turns out it's non-XT. Oh. Still good value though. Still good though. Still good for $600. A regular 1970, still good, yeah. For sure, still good, man. Yeah. 5600X or 13400F, interchangeable. Not a big difference. Both are good. Edu, what resource pack are you using? The water bottle looks realistic. No way, bro. Just ask me that, man. No way you just asked me that. I gotta use 3090 for 550? Dude, that's actually awesome. It's very rare to see a 3090 for like under 700 bucks, man. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. 9600 X5060 Ti 16 gig, good combo for 1080p Ultra. Dude, go 1440p, man. What are you doing? Why 1080p, man? Edu, should I buy an AMD FX Black for $100 and make an old ass build? You have the weirdest question out of everyone in chat, out of every single one of our community members. You have the weirdest questions, probably. Like the weirdest serious questions, I should say. I don't know, man. Should you? You want to make an old ass build? You want an OG build? Go for it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Should I pair a 5700 X30 with that 3090? You could, sure. You're not wrong. Hey, listen. I say that as a compliment, okay? Just so we're perfectly clear. Just so we're on like this, the same page here. I say that as a compliment, okay? I say it as a compliment. At least I'm not the weirdest. It's a pretty cool title to have in my eyes, man. I got a motherboard with 12 VRMs for 135 bucks. Okay, that's interesting. What do you think about GTA 6? Is it out? Nope. That's what I think about it. We'll see, man. We'll see when it comes out. What's the best value NVIDIA GPU right now? I think either the 3060 or the 4060. What do you think? No, definitely not. Definitely not. No. I think like the closest to being best value. Dude, at this point, probably a 3060 is best value. I don't even know. Maybe it is at this point. But probably not. Still probably not. I don't know. It's hard to even find a brand new 3060 nowadays. And especially a 4060. At least in Romania, I haven't seen a 4060 in like 2 years. Or like a year and a half. What do you think about me making a custom heat solution for my old 3060 Ti in which I use two 140mm fans? So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to just like pry off the current shroud? What exactly do you want to do? Do you just want to like stick? Do you want to replace the fans, or like do you just want to put like an AIO on it? You guys have too much free time, man. You know what? Do that and make a video about it. That could be a pretty cool video. I very highly doubt that you'll actually get an increase in that you'll have a very big difference in temps. But like, how are you even supposed to mount an AIO on a GPU die? You're gonna need to either 3D print something or come up with a solution to make a mount for the AIO and to make sure that you get very good contact with the GPU die. Yeah, that sounds tricky, man. But I wish you the best of luck. Make a video about it. Make a video about it if you do it. It's probably gonna be like a pretty tough challenge now that I think about it. Yeah. Why do you low-key mog? Am I mogging? What? I'm just reading chat. You low-key mog? Is that a compliment? Or am I doing something wrong? If I'm doing something wrong, I'm not doing it intentionally, man. Pick 9070 XT, its competitor with 5070 Ti. I just found a 5070 and a 9070 XT for the same price. They're both 650. I would get a 9070 XT for sure. 7900 XTX still good in ultra wide 1440p. Yeah, 7900 XTX is still good at everything, man. Yes, it's a compliment. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Can you build a PC without NVIDIA, Intel, and AMD? Can you actually? Is that like a question, or is it a rhetorical question? Or is it something like, are you genuinely asking? Or do you know something that I don't? A video about it would be asked. My phone's camera is so bad I also gotta do some R&D. That sounds like excuses to me, Technic. Sounds like excuses to me, my guy. Is the B580 good with the 5600? Yeah, sure. Sure. Snapdragon a question? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically, a PC is a personal computer. A laptop is also a personal computer, and Apple doesn't really... No, actually, I don't... Apple laptops would not be built without AMD. I don't think. Do they still use AMD services for a bunch of different things that I can't remember exactly what they were doing with? Does Apple still do that? I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, you know, you think of an Apple MacBook, but I think there is some influence from AMD there, or something in some way. But yeah. I can sell my 3060 Ti for decent money once I swap out the broken fan. Alright. Alright, well, you can either do that, or you can do the AIO thing. I should rather do it on my old 970. A genuine question specifically. Here's the thing. You can have a personal computer that doesn't have an Intel CPU or an NVIDIA GPU or an AMD CPU or an AMD GPU. You could. For example, Apple Silicon, right? It's not technically anything else. But if you were to ask without like the companies themselves, probably not. Probably not. Hey man, make a $1,000 PC for me. If you can do it, you're my favorite tech YouTuber. Where are you from? That's number one. Sure, I'll do it for you. Sure. If I'm gonna be your favorite YouTuber after I do it for you, sure, bro. I'll do it for you. Here's a few questions that I need answers from you, okay? Number one, where are you from? Number two, what do you want to do with your PC? Number three, do you care about RGB or aesthetics in general? Okay? These are the three questions. So answer those for me, and I'll tell you. Did you forget about random Chinese brands? Yeah, I did. I still don't know. I still don't know the answer to that question. I still can't say for sure, to be honest. What's up, hey man? Still can't say for sure because I'm sure that that Intel and AMD and Nvidia as well have so much more influence than we know, and like our partner with so many more companies that we know, that without them, those things probably would not even exist in the first place. So who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know. What's the best GPU with the 4770? Bro, I would not go above a 580, like an RX 580. Bro, please recommend the GPU plus CPU combo for medium to heavy. Medium to heavy what? How are you? I'm doing good, man. How about you? How about you? Medium to heavy gaming, editing. Do you think Zotac is a good brand? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Do I have a laptop? Is this bottlenecked? 8565. Okay, so you guys have to understand something. Laptops aren't really bottlenecked, like ever. It's very rare that you see like some sort of bottleneck in a laptop because think about it. They chose a CPU and a GPU to work together in a laptop. So they're by default going to be balanced. That's why I don't rate laptops. Because they're pre-configured. Sort of like pre-builds, but there's a lot more imbalances when it comes to pre-builds than laptops. Yeah. Yo, 1440p 27-inch VA 144Hz curved or same specs but flat in IPS, whichever one looks better. Curved or flat doesn't really matter, it's personal preference, and I have a curved screen and a flat screen and I don't really care about that aspect. Look up videos because IPS doesn't necessarily look better than VA or vice versa. There are VA panels that look better than some IPS panels and the other way around. So look up some reviews and make up your mind. I'm buying an Ola F75 black contour keyboard. Okay, I want a coiled cable for its aesthetics. Should I buy the Attack Shark CO1 Pro cable? Or should I buy a more expensive cable? No, I think something like that will suffice. Yeah. Suffice. Damn, my pronunciation is on point today. Best CPU for 9070 XT, 9600X and above. $7800X3D, 5070 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM. That's amazing, man. S tier, S tier. Yeah. Is Pragmata your favorite? No. Will you ever collab with ZTT or Meta PCs? Pff, who knows, man. We're way too small to even consider something like that. They've got millions of subscribers. We barely have like 10,000, so who knows? Who knows? Hopefully one day. Who knows? Yeah. Recommended CPU plus GPU for combo for medium heavy editing. I'm getting impatient. Well, you're impatient because you don't even know how to ask a goddamn question, my guy. You asked me GPU CPU combo for medium heavy. Medium heavy what? And now you say medium heavy editing, and now you're getting impatient. You're obviously getting impatient because you don't know how to ask questions properly, bro. Ask them properly, and maybe then you get a quicker answer. There you go. That'll help with your lack of patience. Anyway, medium to heavy editing, I'm just gonna assume that means 4K video editing, okay? A very, very good combo for that would be something like a 270K plus, and then an NVIDIA GPU, 5070, 5070 Ti, something like that. Yeah, that would be very, very, very good. Very good. Yeah. Rate my build, 5700X3D, 3090. That's good. That's good. That's definitely good. Let's see. S minus tier balance and then A plus tier performance, or should I say S minus tier performance? I will put it in S minus. 3090 is still very fast. Does 8K gaming exist yet? Yes, of course it does. Of course it does. Thoughts on blackout PCs? I love them. I love them. Not for everyone, but I personally love them. They're really good. Really cool as well. You know, it's nice to see a PC that's not just RGB puke once in a while. So is that cable good enough? It should be. You can look up some reviews, and if you can't find them, then just look up the specs. You know, gray colored cable will look good in my black PC setup with the white topology designs and lighting. I have a manga wall behind my PC table. Dude, it's just a cable. As long as it's like non-colored, then you have a black, you know, your setup is black, then it shouldn't really be that impactful, you know. Best AM4 CPU with 9070 XT? Well, the best one would probably be a 5800X3D or like a 5950X. That would be the best one in terms of performance. Like those would be the best ones, but 5700X3D will be very good as well. And probably like the lowest I would go would be a 5700X. I would not get a 5600X with the 9070 XT. Though that would still work fine. Don't get me wrong. It's just to have an overall better PC. Should I buy a 1TB NVMe for $120? Is the SN 850X? 120 bucks for a 1TB NVMe? Okay. I don't know. Seems a little low to me. Look up some reviews, see if it's reliable. One thing I care about more than how fast my drives are is reliability. I don't want them failing on me, you know? Maximum monitor resolution that the human eye can see from like an arm's length, I have no fucking idea, man. No clue. I would make my future PC blackout if there were RGB reverse blade fans, but there aren't yet, so... What are you talking about? So I'm probably gonna use Be Quiet Lightwing reverse fans? Brother, there are so many ARGB reverse blade fans. What are you talking about? No RGB. Let me look this up right now. Ain't no way there's no black reverse blade fans. There are 0 fully black reverse blade fans as far as I know. Really? That seems hard to believe. I found one. Here's one. 120 mil PWM from Arctic. There you go. A reverse blade. Fully black. There you go. There's one. And, well, this is a Romanian website, but, like, I can for sure find it somewhere else. This is the ARGB version. But it's there. It exists, and I'm sure there's more of them. This, for example, 3 of these are around like $25. Just so you know. There's for sure should be more. Not just these Arctic ones. But yeah, they exist, man. They exist. They're real. These aren't reverse blade. But this one is. Yeah. Do you use ray tracing? Very rarely. Very, very, very rarely. I'm worried if it'll look awkward being a gray cable in my black PC setup, which has white topology and lightnings. What do you think about the Fenking's XT View case? I don't even know what that is. XT View. Oh, you meant Fantex. Okay. Seems like a good case. 3 pre-included fans, not bad. Not bad. Opinion of Myth OS, I'm not familiar with it. Enough to give you my opinion, so I don't know. I actually just found 140mm versions of them. They must be new. I'm gonna buy a 3-pack of those 140 reverse blade fans today. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. I'm glad you found them. Do you think it'll look good and should I buy it? That's up to you, bro. I don't know. I've never seen your setup. I have no idea. 14900K and 4070 Ti Super. That's a very good combo. Rate my PC 9600X and 7900XT with 32 gigs of RAM. If I have any suggestions on upgrades, please. If you have any suggestions on upgrades, please tell. No, I would keep it exactly the same. You have a very good system. No, I do the AI mythos. What is that? I'm not familiar. Stop re-explaining yourself to your AI. Let's see, what is this? What does it do? Shared memory between you and AI. Can use capture what uniqueness, what you think, whatever. So it's just GPT but better. Write once, remember forever. Memos. All right. Your library out loud. So what does this do? Give me a TLDR. Give me a TLDR. What does this actually do? Addressable by every AI you'll ever use. Okay. If anything is the other way around. Interesting. Interesting. That's not it. It's from Claude. Oh, so it's the Anthropic one. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Let me go on to Claude because I actually have this. Oh, I remember. I remember now. I remember an article about this. Didn't it get like cancelled or something? What happened with it? Because it was like too dangerous or something like that, no? For like consumer consumption. It posed whatever risk to... Oh, yeah, I remember. It's the model that... That's what it was called. It's the model that found like a lot of zero-day vulnerabilities, right? In a lot of different things. Or like some stuff like that. That I literally deleted that information from my brain. That's what it was, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean... What's your opinion on about upgrading to 7900 XTX with the Ryzen 5 9600? What are you upgrading from? Do you know about the Revenger-based dynamic ARGB? No, I don't. I don't. Should I be worried about the cable melting on the 5070 Ti, or does that happen only on the 4090s and 5090s because of the power consumption? No, that is pretty much available on just that connector itself. It can happen on a 5070 Ti too. Thanks for doubting my message. You're welcome, bro. What's your opinion about upgrading to the 7900 XTX from an RX 7900 XT? There's no point. There's no point. You shouldn't do that. If you want to upgrade your 7900 XT, get a 9070 XT. Don't go to the XTX. There's no point. Literally no point. If you already have that. The XT is just an XTX with 4 less gigs of VRAM. That's it. Literally, there's just no point. For 4K editing and productivity, will you go for the 9070 XT or 7900 XTX? 9070 XT all the day, all the way, all the way, 100%. Did you see ASUS new cable to fix it? 2-volt high power. Listen, I'm not gonna believe in anything. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything until a year passes by, and we'll see how many cases there are. Alright, bro, really doesn't want to play the guitar. 100k subs and I'll play it. Yeah. Lunar's 9070 XT fried before my 5070 Ti did, but that was because of his bad electricity. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Come on, 20k, 100k. Non-negotiable. 100k. Non-negotiable. Is there a difference between a double fan GPU and a triple fan? Usually triple fan GPUs are the more powerful ones. Usually, that's not always the case. You still can see some models that have a triple fan design on more entry-level CPUs. GPUs, sorry. But, you know, it's usually just a thing of need. For example, you're simply just going to get better attempts with a triple fan design and that has a beefier heatsink and stuff like that. That's it. But there's no actual difference in performance itself. Can I put a 5080 in my Chromebook? Sure, bro. Good luck with that. Let me know how that went. You prefer 7900 XTX or 9070 XT for 4K gaming? Obviously 9070 XT. We love the ROG 3050 with 3 fans here. Yeah, that's why I said there are some exceptions. Why stop at the 5080? Why not the 5090 Ti? Awesome. You're gonna make a new GPU yourself, and then you're gonna put it into a Chromebook. Do you need an editor? My friend is one. I don't. I don't, and I'm happy to say that I don't. We have enough. We have enough. So is it bad that I'm pretty much using my PC through a 720 watt UPS? I use about 680 watts at maximum. Here you are again with your questions about burning down your house. You know what, man? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you think about the Thermalright AIOs? I think they're great. Thermalright as a company makes very good products. Very good products, yeah. And they're very affordable as well. Yeah. Yeah, boys. Corsair AIO 5400 or Lianli Dynamic Evo RGB XL build. Air, not AIO. Whichever you prefer, honestly. I don't know. Just go by preference, whichever you like more. Do you watch anime? And if so, what's your favorite anime? I do watch anime, and my favorite anime is One Piece. Yeah. And I've watched quite a bit of anime in my life. They make AIOs, of course they do. Make a bunch of AIOs, actually. A lot of air coolers, too. Not gonna lie, you seem like a One Piece dude. I am a One Piece dude, bro. I am. I'm a sucker for One Piece. It's my favorite thing in the world, man. Any recommended games that my GTX 750 can run decently at low settings? Can't find any good on Steam. Have you ever played Far Cry 3? If you've never played Far Cry 3, download and install Far Cry 3 right now. And enjoy. What's your favorite GPU? 750 Ti, but I'm biased. I'm very biased. Yeah. Can I install PS5 RAM into my Steam Deck without soldering? Good luck. Good luck, my guy. Good luck with that. Make a video about it if you do. Or like if you try doing. Good luck. It's only shut down once, loading shaders and GPU running at full power. I swear to God, you're gonna fry your entire PC one day, and then you'll finally wake up. Then you'll finally understand that you're actively trying to burn down your house. I see the wanted pillow on the couch. Oh yeah, that's Chopper. Yeah, it's a pillow with Chopper. Yeah, yeah. Fans pull 80 watts. His fans pull 80 watts, bro. Oh, your neighbors must hate you. Do you think for a 650 the 9070 XT is worth it? More than worth it, yeah. And your favorite modern day GPU, 9070 XT. Overall, for sure, 9070 XT. Thank you, brother, for giving me the information on my GPU. Love from India. Hey, much love, bro. Much love. No worries. No worries. You're very welcome. Yeah. Yeah. For 650, the 9070 XT is a steal of a deal. Very good. Very good. You're just not going to get a better GPU for that sort of money, man. You're just not. You're just not. Yeah. Is a 1500 watt PSU too much? It can be too much, but sometimes it's necessary, you know? Also, the RAM is even faster now. 6133 at CL35. Oh my god. Okay. What do you think about free-to-play players? Are you looking for something specific? I don't even know how to answer that question. Like, what are you talking about exactly? My favorite modern day GPU is the 5050. Yeah, bro, and I'm the Pope. Yeah, and I'm the Pope, my guy. I think your modern day GPU is the RG Strix Triple Fan Edition 3050 6 gig. Or was it the 8 gig? I think it was the 8 gig. I hope it wasn't the 6 gig. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I don't know what you're looking for exactly. What do I think about free-to-play players? In terms of what? Like, you're playing Counter-Strike and you don't have skins, or, or what? That's my second favorite? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And I'm also the President of the United States. You know, but that's the second. I'm Pope first. Yeah. I'm faster than Technic's 6000 CL30 kit because of sub-timings. Congratulations, bro. You beat Technic. Congrats. Is a 650 watt PSU enough for a 3070 or 3070 Ti? You're cutting it close. I had a friend who had a 3070 Ti and a 650 watt PSU, and his PC used to restart quite a lot. Quite a lot. Randomly. So 650 is cutting it close. I would rather you have like a 700 or 750 watt. The 5050 got 6-time frame gen, literally better than a 4090. Dude, you're right, man. You're right. You're 100% right. It's not as if frame generation actually takes away FPS from you. Not gives you more, but you know, the number on screen is bigger, so you know. It's not as if frame generation does the exact opposite thing. Let's not get into that. Let's not break anybody's hearts, you know. 4060 or 3060 12 gig? Probably 4060. But I would go for the 3060 12 gig if I was planning on playing in 1440p. The 5050 gets native FPS with 6-time frame gen, but that's good, you know. Yeah, bro, it's the best thing. It's the best thing in the world. The best thing in the world. You can frame gen from 10 base FPS to 60, bro. Wonderful experience. Amazing. Very playable. Definitely not like you're on a bad trip, you know. SK Hynix can run smoothly at overclocked speeds. You are a savant, man. You're a savant. You're a savant when it comes to RAM overclocking. You're the GOAT of RAM overclocking. What's your opinion about the Asia Horse extensions? They're great. I like Asia Horse products in general. Yo, I'm a fan. I always love to see you. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, man. That means a lot. Yeah. Any decent CPU cooler for a 5500 under $170? That is the worst question I've ever been asked in my life. Imagine spending $170 on a cooler for a CPU that costs you like $80 to $90. Probably even less than that. That is the stupidest, that is the worst question I've ever been asked in my life. Sell your CPU and use the other $170 that you were planning on using to buy an AIO for your 5500 and get yourself a 5700X and a cooler. And what are we doing? What's your opinion on the Corsair IQ Link system? I think it's a little... I don't like it too much. I mean, I like it. It's good. It's good. But it's very expensive. Like, it's incredibly expensive, and it's not necessarily needed. I mean, same goes for the Li Infinity stuff and cable-less connections and stuff like that. I mean, they're good products. They're just very expensive, you know. I wouldn't really recommend them unless you really like the look of it and unless you really like Corsair itself. So, yeah. Yeah. Dual fan or triple fan GPUs personally? To me, triple fans because they just look better, but I don't really care too much. 0 times 6 is still 0. Imagine NVIDIA used that for their 6 times multi-frame gen marketing. Imagine. Can you give me a budget about 25 to 30 bucks? White CPU cooler for the Ryzen 5 7500F. Sure, man. Sure, of course. Give me just a second. So you can look for something like... What was your budget? Like 30 bucks? This one's gonna be good. If you're looking for RGB, this one is gonna be good as well. Thermalright Assassin King SE. This one's gonna do fine. This one's also gonna do fine. If you like the look of this one, you can go for it, but I can't recommend it because I've never used it. But maybe it's good. This one's also pretty good, and you have a little display as well. Cooler Master. This one's gonna be a little bit beefier than the other ones, but you get no RGB. This one's also much beefier than the other ones. So yeah, you got a lot of choices. Again, if you want an even beefier CPU cooler, you can go for this one. Montec also makes great stuff, and it's like 26 bucks. So yeah, bro is promoting that Peerless Assassin too much. The Peerless Assassin is a literal default choice when it comes to CPU coolers. If you need an air cooler, you get the Peerless Assassin and you're done with it, you know? It's literally like a default choice. And I think everybody could agree with that. Does higher resolution affect CPU or just GPU? It affects the CPU as well, but less and less. The higher you go in resolution, the less work your CPU has to do. But of course, the CPU still matters, just less and less and less. The higher you go, basically. But there are still calculations that the CPU needs to do, and it's also very game dependent. Because if you're in a game like Counter-Strike, where the CPU does literally all of the calculations for bullet trajectory, for physics, for hit registry, and stuff like that, then yeah, it depends on the game as well. My uncle gifted me 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Hey, good for you, man. What's better, 3090 or 5070? 3090 has double the VRAM, but performance should be about... No, I think 3090 is still a little bit faster, right? Let me watch some benchmarks. YouTube, 3090 versus 5070, let's see. And you get, obviously, newer tech, but I want to see the difference. 3090 is actually, I mean, kind of the same, right? A little slower here. The same, a little bit faster. Okay, like 5%, 5 to 10%. Alright, yeah, get a 5070. Yeah, get a 5070. Though, again, you're gonna have 12 less gigs of VRAM. But you get warranty, you don't buy used, you buy a new GPU, you get the latest and greatest DLSS frame gen if you care about that. Yeah, just get a 5070, dude. Yeah. What's your opinion on the XFX Mark 310 RX 7900 XTX? Let me check it out. Mark 310 7900 XTX. Probably already know the look of it though. Oh yeah, I love it, man. I don't know why. I just like XFX and their cards. Like, it's not the sexiest card in the world, but there's just something about it. There's just something about it. I like it. I like it. Do you play any instruments? Yes, I do play guitar. The 5070 is the 4090 killer, so for sure the 5070. For sure the 5070, but not based on that argument. Which GPU would you recommend for a AAA gaming? I have like 650 budget and I found an Asus 9070 XT. You found the best one, bro. Buy it right now. You found the best one. Yeah, buy it right now, man. Yeah. Yeah. I might 100% Pragmata. I'm just looking to throw like the achievements. Main objective in a training scene. Upgrade using pure aluminum. 6,000 gunshot, 1 second. You're not getting away. Defeat a sweeper bot. Sweeper bot, okay. Escape artist. Lunar challenge, what is... Okay, let's see the hidden ones. I hope I don't get... Fix up Diana, okay, that's a spoiler. Meet up the trapped girl, okay. Get the stop code. Okay, so there's a lot of... story-related stuff. Complete the game on any difficulty. Complete the game on lunatic difficulty. Okay, so I need to do another playthrough. Can't stop, won't stop. Print all obtainable weapons, hacking notes, and abilities during the main story. Complete the main objective in every training sim. Okay. Unknown signal. Shoot every mini cabin. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It seems very easy to get the platinum for this game. Which GPU would you recommend? Oh, I already read that. And I forgot to mention that they use 6-time frame generation in that comparison. Yeah, but like, who's counting, man? You know, who's even counting? I'm probably not gonna play Pragmata today, actually. I don't really feel very well. I'm probably gonna be live for like another 30 minutes. Just chill with you guys, answer some questions, and then that's it. What's your favorite hex color code? I don't have one. I don't have one, man. My favorite color used to be red, but it's not red anymore. My favorite color is a non-color. Like, I really like white. Now, I don't know why. As I've grown older, I kind of just went from that aggressive red feeling to something like something very balanced, very peaceful, like white. Yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Hey, good night, man. Good night. Sleep well. By the way, I got 10% more performance when I overclock the RAM, letting me do 60% TSR full epic ray tracing at 130 with FrameGen in the finals. Alright, that's cool. Your FPS maxing, bro. Your opinion on simulation gaming like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? I like it. I mean, I think it's interesting. Racing sims and stuff like that. I never tried a racing sim myself, but opinion on a 4090, second best GPU on the market. I mean, that's not on the market, but like second best GPU, consumer grade GPU that exists. And that's not even an opinion. That's not my opinion. That's just I just stated a factual thing. My opinion is that it's great, but it's incredibly expensive and it's not worth buying. Hey man, what's the silicon lottery? Okay. I have a 7600X. And let's just say you also have a 7600X. Okay? You see the silicon that was used to actually create the CPU die, the actual material, the actual CPU die, the silicon itself from the silicon wafer, those round things that they literally print the CPUs on with lithography processes and stuff like that. Whatever, let's not get into that. You see, maybe the wafer that my CPU was printed on was just a little bit higher quality than yours. And that means that I win the silicon lottery and my CPU can be overclocked or undervolted much better than yours can. Simply because of luck. That's what it means. There you go. Yeah. I heard the 3060 12 is gonna come back in 2026. When though? We've been hearing about this since the beginning of the year. We still don't know. We've seen like in January they were saying March, in February they were saying May, in now in April, or like we're already in May almost. They say July, whatever. So yeah. I'm so happy that I can just turn off the settings to ultra and use DLSS quality in any game that has it and not have to worry about FPS. That's a 5070 Ti for you, man. Or not even DLSS quality, you can just do DLAA. And that's it, you just get better anti-aliasing and you're still very... But DLSS quality is literally... Dude, it's gotten to the point where DLSS 4 or 4.5, I cannot tell the difference between native and DLSS quality. I sometimes can tell the difference that native is native because it looks worse than DLSS quality, simply because of the anti-aliasing aspect. But like if you really look at textures and smoothness, it's still not as crisp as native. But when you're gaming, I'd much rather have an unnoticeable amount of loss in quality and a noticeable amount of like an upgrade when it comes to anti-aliasing when I'm just gaming, you know? I mean, I'd much rather have that than... Like, why not? Yeah. That's a 5070 Ti for you, man. Yeah. Just get into a game, set everything to ultra, forget about it, you know? Play the game. Experience it. Is my 9060 XT 16 gig plus Ryzen 5 5600X and 16 gigs of DDR4 enough for 1440p? Yes, it is. Is 8520 MDS3H gonna bottleneck my B580? Yes, a little, but it will. You shouldn't go for motherboards that have the lowest chipset out there. If you win the silicon lottery, you get a massive overclock than me, or just a better... No, the thing is, I can overclock my CPU a lot more than yours, or my GPU a lot more than yours, but that doesn't mean... From the factory, my CPU isn't better than yours. They're identical, because they're within a spec. So here's the thing. Since they can't control which one is better and which one won't be better, right? Which one is better or worse, they set a standard to, hey, every single CPU will run perfectly well at this. Every single 7600X that we make will run perfectly at these specs, okay? At these speeds and at these everything. That means that all of them are going to be the same out of the box, but some of them simply have the potential to go a lot higher if the user decides to do something with that. There you go. It's not that my 7600X is better than your 7600X by default. It's just that mine could be overclocked and could be faster. Not by a lot though, just so you understand. Not by a lot, by like a max like 10%, 15% tops. Tops, like in exceptional situations. Yeah. But most people, but just like, enjoy, man. Stop caring that bunch about FPS and shit like that. Just enjoy your gaming experience. Enjoy your PC, man. What are your system specs? Check the description. Yeah. 3 gigahertz on a 4070 is high. I have to admit, 3 gigahertz on a 4070 is pretty high. I get 10 more FPS than the average 5070 Ti and still Nomad. I for sure want the GPU lottery. Sure. You know, I don't want to stay here and pretend like I don't care, but I don't. That's cool. And if that makes you happy, that's cool. But that's not something that people should like be looking out for. It's just not. You know? It just is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be live for another like 30 minutes tops, but are you going to continue what your CPU GPU says about you? I love them, I will, yeah. Yeah. We have part 4 and 5 of what your GPU says about you coming up, and then part 3 and 4 of what your CPU says about you coming up. Yeah. Coming out this week. I don't know exactly when. I haven't looked at the posting schedule, but yeah, they'll be there. They're really fun to make too. Those are literally your most viewed shorts. Yeah, yeah, for sure they are. For sure, yeah. Yeah. Only now notice the title. What do you mean, daughter? I have a daughter, man. I'm a dad. People call me Dadu now. Yeah. I have a daughter. She is she's blonde, she's a robot, and she helps me hack other robots. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and she's also, I think she has like ChatGPT, an advanced version of ChatGPT for a brain. But who knows? Which case would you pick if you had $80? V100R from Leon Lee. Yeah. V100R. Sus AF? Not sus, bro. She's like literally right here. She's literally right here. She also got 6'7" in her name. She's not my daughter anymore. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Not mine, bro. Adopted. Adopted. 6'7" in her name? Adopted, bro. Nah, hell no. Not mine anymore. Hell no. I'll be damned. The switch up is crazy though, no? It's a crazy switch up. Should I go with the MSI B550M Pro VDH non-Wi-Fi? That's actually a pretty good budget board. The Wi-Fi one is even better value because Wi-Fi is actually pretty cool. Bluetooth as well. Actually not bad. Genuinely not bad. MSI, Asus, or Gigabyte X670E boards or X670E boards. Look for 870 at this point. And all three are great. The Euros boards from Gigabyte are great. The Strix boards from Asus are great, and the like Tomahawk and everything else that MSI makes, and all their higher end brands are awesome. All of them are awesome. Pick your poison, man. Pick your poison. All of them are gonna be very good. I think out of the three, Asus ones are like on average the most expensive. Maybe I'm wrong though. I said on average. Okay, I think they're the most expensive on average. Is 16 gigs of DDR5 worth it? It's hard to say that it's worth it, but yeah, sure. The only good-looking MSI stuff is overpriced. It depends, you know, it depends. I think MSI has some pretty good-looking stuff, but like for like $300, $250 to $300, I think Aorus boards look the best out of the options from Asus and MSI as well. That you get for like close to $300, you know. I got an MSI AO for $50, not that much. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Look in general. Cheesy got a peak anti-sag bracket. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's nice. Does it actually do anything though? This is for design. This does nothing. Does it actually do anything? Like, is it here? Where it's supported? Like here? Wait, no, genuinely, does it actually do anything? I don't think it does something, man. It's for sure better than mounting that GPU vertically. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Plus the exposed green crucial SSD. Yeah. Yeah. And the stock cooler kills me inside, but it is what it is. What mic do you have? HyperX Quadcast S. Are the Silent Wings 4 from Be Quiet with the Silent Loop 420mm good in a LND case? Sure. Is an RTX 5060 Ryzen 7 5800 and 32 gigs of DDR4 a good build? Yeah, sure, it is. But you should probably get a weaker CPU and put that money towards getting something like a 9060 XT 16 gig. That SSD is not it. I told him to get a heatsink for that. He could literally like use black electrical tape to cover it. That's probably not a good idea now that I think about it. Also made him fix that PSU basement. Does it actually do anything? It doesn't seem like it supports it at all. It literally just looks like it's hugging the GPU. I don't see where it's supported. Like here probably. In this place. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna need some more submissions from Rigrail. Hopefully the following videos do good. Oh my god. Fucking cheesy. Talking in every single one of these. Oh, I've seen this one before. Probably not gonna include it. Do you wanna see my build? No. No, actually, I really don't. And that's your cue to show me your build. But I've already seen it. Oh, okay, it does. Okay. I've been lazy with submitting. I mean, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. I haven't looked at PC builds in forever. Let's look at some of these. Oh, I haven't looked at these in forever. Holy shit. This one got into Rig Royale because it was just funny. Old Thing Center build mod. What's the mod? What the hell am I looking at? Alright, dude. Ugh, so many cables. A shoe, a water bottle. Oh my god, this is horrible. Wow, that's insane. Okay. You're a man of culture, I see. Hello, hi man. I remember when you looked at those every stream, yeah. Not talking in those channels but not included in the guidelines, yeah. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Should I save up for a 7900 XT or OLED? I have an RX 6600. I would not buy an OLED if you have a 6600. I would upgrade the GPU first. And I definitely would not get a 7900 XT. I would get a 9070 XT instead. Yeah. You should make a top 10 list of GPUs with the least power consumption. I don't know if anybody cares about that. You thought that was bad? Yeah, that's bad. This is really bad. Got this cable going across the entire room, then you have this going across the entire room, then you have this that can be very easily fixed. Also, why is the PC so far away? Quite a messy desk as well. Monitor's not aligned properly. Yeah, not great. Not great. Not great. Hey, this one looks better. Oh yeah, this one looks much better. I like it. I absolutely hate the Arc Raiders mouse pad, but if he likes it, he likes it. Way too much going on for me. But that's cool. Interesting side bracket. Oh yeah, this is a good setup. This is a good setup, man. Nice setup. This one's good. This one's good. This was awesome. Is your name Edward? Just one R. Just one R. What's up, hey man? When did you start with PC building and other PC stuff? When I was like 4 years old. I've literally been doing it my entire life. This is an awesome setup. A little... Not a lot of space for the mouse here, but... Good setup, man. Okay, this is absolutely disgusting. Okay, this is disgusting. But nostalgic at the same time. I remember this. Oh, I said nostalgic stuff. But yeah, this is disgusting. Holy shit. Clean this shit, man. Jesus. Oh, this is not bad. Not the worst thing in the world. What do we have? 750, 6500. Alright. Look in general. Let's see. Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. You should not be allowed to touch computers. That's all I'm gonna say. This should be a felony, what you did here. Like, this is the hyperbolic time chamber equivalent of PCs. What the fuck am I looking at? Wow. I don't think you could have done this in any worse way. This cable is... I don't know if it's from the angle of the picture, but is this cable like nearly going into this fan? I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the angle. But yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible. And that is again a compliment because I think that's what you were going for. But yeah, this is terrible. I don't even know. It's terrible. What do you suggest for a build for $800 with a monitor? Tough. You're gonna have to go for used stuff. Can the 5070 compete against the 9070 XT? Compete is probably a strong word. Probably a strong word. $300 case just to let the inside look like that. He's a very special individual. Very, very special individual. I don't even want to know. Your opinion on height Y70 cases? Way too expensive. Very good quality, but too expensive. 14900K. Top 10% P score. 9070 XT. Zydax. Is this a pre-built? Isn't Zydax like a... Oh, isn't this the same motherboard that you have, Guyer? Is this a pre-build? Isn't Zydax a pre-built company? Yeah. Okay. Cool. What is better, 9070 XT or 5070 Ti? Overall, the 5070 Ti, but in gaming, they're both exactly the same. What's your opinion about Noctio fans? They're great. Great, if not the best. The best when it comes to stuff like that, yeah. A functional laptop that has no heatsink. Awesome. Fire hazard. That's great. Amazing Alienware. Oh yeah, he's in Discord. He's watching Minecraft. 7600 x 3080 Ti. I hate setups like these, but I don't hate the setup itself. That's good. What is this painting? That looks fancy. Cool. 2 controllers as well. Pretty sick. Cable management is overrated. Wow. Is this 3D printed or what is this enclosure? Oh my god. Do you like framework? I don't really have an opinion on them. Are you Romanian? Yes, I am. Arctic IMO makes the best value fans in terms of aesthetics performance for dollar spent. That's probably true. Probably true. What do you think about the 1660 Super? It's decent, but it's, you know, clearly has its limitations. Is the 1960 XT good for 1440p? The 16 gig version is. The 8 gig version is not really good. DIY Raspberry Pi laptop. No way. No fucking way. He put this thing in a box. He put this thing in a box, bro. Hope you get your hands on one soon. Do you have one? Them now having no RGB reverse fans makes me like them even more. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm sure you can find some more if you dig a little bit deeper. How can you bring your GPU vertical? You need an extension cable for it, and you also need your case to be compatible with vertical mounting, and you need like a thingy. What's it called? A little support thing for it. You can search for like vertical mounting kits, but you should like look for the case. You should look for a case that where you can do that by default, so you don't have to end up buying anything else. Does Noctua make RGB fans? I don't even know. I don't think I've ever seen an RGB fan from Noctua. I don't think they do. Do they? Noctua RGB fan. Doesn't seem like an RGB Noctua fan exists. Nope. I don't think I've... Now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever seen an RGB fan from Noctua. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Yep, there you go. That's cool. That's cool. They really enforced their brand with this one. I am not going to tell you which city I'm from, my guy. Would you recommend... Can you recommend a case where you can bring your GPU vertically? Let's look. Cheap cases with vertical GPU mounts. I don't think these have... This one has a vertical mounting kit. Does anybody in chat know a good cheap case with a vertical GPU mount? So I don't have to look through them. Yo, I just had my computer exam today. Miserable. C++ coding. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. Today marks the death of my Toshiba 3TB HDD. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. I mean... For example, this is a very good case, but it's very expensive, you know? Obviously. The High 2070 is also good. There's for sure some good ones. I just don't know examples of them. There you go. So this is the thing that you need. Something like this, you see? I can tell you're Romanian, my guy. I can tell. When you said Brashov, I knew that you were Romanian. What would you recommend for me? I'm using an 18-year-old PC, a new one. What can I say, man? Can you imagine running path tracing on a 3060? I can't actually. Do you recommend a GeForce RTX 5060 Ti 8GB pre-build or an AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT and pay $30 more? Is it the... Excuse me. Is it the 16 gig 9060 XT or is it the 8 gig? Is it bad to have 3 sticks of RAM in my build? Not really. Oh my god. Hiccups. Imagine if we're from the same city. Who knows, man? What city are you from? I'm not gonna tell you what city I'm from, but if you want to tell me, then Case King owns the company of that site you're on. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I see. I have some friends from there. Yeah. GPU for Ryzen 5 5600. 9060 XT, 5060, 5060 Ti. Preferably a 16 gig GPU, but who's counting? Stuff like that. I would not go higher than like a 5070 with a 5600X. Matter of fact, a modder by the name of Rage Vitamins made a path tracing update for his Dark Souls 2 lighting engine mod. That's interesting. On a 3060. Okay. That's cool. The RX 9060, I had it about is 16 gig. Yeah, get the AMD version. Get the 9060 XT 16 gig. Don't get the 5060 Ti 8 gig one. It's gonna be a much better choice, trust me. Yeah. Hi, hello. Hi there. Best CPU and GPU, $300. Thanks, you're really helping me out. Hey, no worries, man. Have you ever played God of War? Yeah. I haven't played Ragnarok. I've played the original trilogy. And I've also played God of War 20... What was it? 18, I think it came out? That's almost 10 years ago. Well, it's 8 years ago, but... It is almost 10. Yeah. Best CPU and GPU for $300, like a combo for $300. I don't know, brother. That's very tight of a budget. I don't know what to tell you, man. Get like a 5500 maybe and the used GPU with the rest of the money. Or like a used 5600 and get a used GPU with the rest of the money. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you can fit like a 2070 and a... Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're gonna have to look on the used market for that one. Favorite McDonald's burger? I don't eat McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. I absolutely hate McDonald's, actually. I'm not a fan. I've played Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. Okay, that's cool. Are those PSP games? Is Chains of Olympus a PSP game? Or am I confusing it? So should I use my 9060 XT 16 gig for 1440p or 1080? 1440 for sure. 1440 for sure, yeah. PS5 or mid-range PC? For me, it's always going to be a mid-range PC. Yeah. Yeah, PSP God of War game. My neighbor used to have that game. I think it was Chains of Olympus. Yeah. He never let me play on it. Fucking dipshit. When the FPS dips in games, is it a problem with low VRAM or RAM? Could be a problem with a lot of other things. It depends. It could be a VRAM issue. Yes. It could also be a RAM issue. If like you're talking about stuttering, it could be a VRAM issue, could be a RAM issue, could be a CPU issue, could be an SSD issue. Because if you're running on a very slow, like if you're running on an older SATA SSD or like even an HDD, that is 100% the source of your problem. So it depends, you know. It could be from a bunch of different things. What's the difference between, for example, an i5 12th gen and an i9 6th gen? There is no i9 6th gen, but I understand what you mean. But whatever, that doesn't matter. They weren't making i9s then, whatever. Why people perfect i9 even though it's older gen than i5? So if you take a 9900K versus a 14600K, for example, or like a 12400F, right? I don't really know what to tell you except for the fact that a lot of people simply see i9 and think that it's going to be better than any i5, which is not true. It's just a marketing thing, that's all. But if you do, for example, if you compare a 9900K with a 12400F, right, see which is better. That one's very old at this point. Like the 9900K is an old CPU at this point, but it's still an i9, right? And that's what you mean, that people really like the sound of i9s. It's just that it is their like flagship, and it's just a marketing thing, you know. Yeah, sorry, new to this stuff, yeah, no worries, but that's it. It's just a marketing thing, and a lot of people who don't know much about it, like much about PCs in general, see i9 and think it's automatically better than any i5, because you can compare like a 10900K to a 14600K, which is an i5, okay? i9 10900K to the i5 14600K, and the i5 is going to shit on that CPU any day of the week. But some people who don't know better simply see the i9 and say, hey, this is for sure going to be better because it's an i9 and I heard about it somewhere and I know it's good. Just marketing, that's all. Yeah, which phone are you using? I have a fucking Redmi phone. I don't know, 13 Pro or something. The cameras look like this. Like this. Focus. There we go. It looks like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about phones that much. When it comes to like my own personal phone, I like phones and the tech behind them, but like I literally just use it for WhatsApp, man. That's all I use my phone for. WhatsApp, calling people, that's it. And watching YouTube. That's literally it. Yeah. Viverro, if I had a 3080 10 gig, would you upgrade to a 9070 XT? Yeah, sure, I would. I 100% would. Have you played Crysis 2? No, I've never played it. What can an i7 4th gen run what games? The games that were released then. Look up 4770K or whatever, 4790K for example, release date, and then look up some games that were released that year. And you can play those games. Rate this PC, Ultra 9285K, 3080 Ti. That's interesting. This is probably the first time I've ever seen a 285K with a 3080 Ti. You could probably, like, in the future even upgrade your GPU, man, but that's still a very good system. Yo, I just had my computer exam today, miserable, C++ coding, yeah, you told me earlier, yeah. Rough, man, rough. Rough. Yeah. Is the 4070 Super still good in 2026? It's a 5070. It's the same performance as a 5070. I've been using it since for 2 years now. Yeah, yeah, sure, of course. Have you played The Last of Us? Collect all the regular story achievements. I literally platinumed the game. And where is it? Grounded difficulty thing. There you go. Complete the story and grounded. Oh, it's so fucking difficult. It's so unfair. It's such a stupid difficulty. And yes, The Last of Us is incredible. And if you guys haven't played The Last of Us, you're doing something wrong with your life, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, you excited to see the Steam controller? Not really, because it's very expensive. It's a good controller and everything, but $100, a bit too much for me. Not very excited. Simply because of the price. Why does my storage solo on my drive with that Windows logo? I don't even know what stuff is on there, but I don't think it should be 30 gigs free out of 130 gigs, right? I mean, 130 is a little bit low, but here's what you can do. Install an application called Spacemonger, okay? You can install this. You can do this, and what you can do is click open, and then you can click whichever drive you want. For example, I can show you this, and it can scan my E drive, and then you can see like this whatever you have on your system, like this. You see I have a lot of recordings, I have a bunch of things. I have like long videos, I have a bunch of things here. And this probably spoils some things in my PC as well. But you can use Spacemonger. You can use a program like this and you can see what you have and what's taking up space. You see, I have Resident Evil Requiem here, for example. I have Pragmata. I have Resident Evil 5, that's taking a little bit of space. I have Wallpaper Engine. I have CS right here, which is taking a lot of space. And then this is the free space that I have and so on. You see? Rig Royale Episode 2, thumbnails, a bunch of different things. And you can visualize it this way and see what is taking up so much space from you. If I spoiled some videos, say it is what it is. But for the sake of showing you guys this, it's free. It's completely free. You can download it right now, and you can see what's taking up your space, man. What do you think about the 9950 X3D2? Don't buy it. Waste of money. That's it. Damn, that did spoil 2 videos. For those of you keen-eyed there, it is what it is. I don't mind, though. I don't mind. You guys are gonna see them anyway. So, yeah. I love Technic from PC to consoles to phones to cameras. Okay. Do you love Technic? That's weird. Okay. You think the game machine will come with the controller? It should. I mean, it's technically a console. More of a PC, sort of. But maybe it can come with the controller. That would be cool. Technic as in technology. Bro is probably German or something like that. Oh. That's cool. Edge or Chrome? I just use Chrome. I don't really care about all of that. Okay, why are you spamming this message with your computer exam? I literally answered 3 times already. Why are you why do you keep spamming it? 3080 Ti 4K or 1440p 1080p? What? 3080 Ti 4K or 1440p or 1080p? 1440p, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, go for 1440p. Did you think that a 5500 plus B580 is a solid budget combo? Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. My username is literally technology if you translated it. Oh, so Technik actually means technology in German. Okay. I see. I'm lagging. Your stream is... Okay. Running at PowerPoint FPS. It's probably a you problem, man. Not much I can do. Coming from Austria. What CPU for the 3080 Ti? 5800X3D, 5700X3D, 7600X, 9600X, etc. Don't go below a 5700X, I would say. My 2 cents though. You can still get away with like a 5600X. Definitely don't get a 5500. What is the best 1080p GPU? Best ones right now are like the 5060 Ti 8 gig or 9060 XT 8 gig. But don't buy them. Not worth it. Takes on the RX 6800, 16 gigs of VRAM, very good. 2 generations old, not very good. Driver support, decent. We'll see. Good card, man. Good card, fast card. Upscaling sucks on it, but you can still use FSR4 Int 8 with OptiScaler. Yeah, I mean, good card, man. And especially if you can find it at like $300 used, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. 1080 Ti is the GOAT? Yeah, it is, it is. No Austrian must fail their art schools, bro. Oh, okay, bro. Alright, bro. Alright. It's a controversial joke right there. Yeah. Yeah, boys. Alright, I'm gonna be live for another 7 minutes. 1080 Ti and 3060 are GOATs. How big is the performance difference from the 9070 to the 9070 XT? Not very big, but it's worth getting a 9070 XT over the 9070. Yeah. Did you attend uni? I did go to college, but I dropped out. Yeah. 7 minutes is all you can spare? Okay, Wesker. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Why did the chat reset on stream? Whatever. Story of the last few years of my life is I was in college for engineering. I realized I didn't want to do that. Then I worked for about 3 years as a programmer. And now I'm here. Now I'm here. Aren't you Wesker for saying that? You're Wesker for making me read it, man. You're Wesker for typing it in. Yeah. Bye, I do have to study. Bye, man. Take care. Can I have a free GTX 750? No. Yeah. I mean, you saying that you can only stream 7 more minutes? Fair point, bro. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did you finally manage to play Resident Evil 2? I'm building my mom a PC and I'm giving her my old CPU and GPU and EM4 plant for parts you can suggest. I mean, go for a 5600 and then, you know, 16 or 32 gigs of DDR4, whichever you can afford. Get a B550 board. Get a decent CPU cooler as well, like max 20 bucks for the CPU cooler. Don't need more than that. Get a 1 terabyte SSD, just like a cheaper Gen 3 drive. And for the GPU, up to you, you know. What does a 5900X say about me? I won't spoil it, man. You're gonna have to watch the future videos. I don't really play any story games right now. I don't know why. I know, phases and phases, right? Phases and phases, bro. I gotta change my B450 mobile. That thing's pretty old. But you don't necessarily need to change it. You know, if it ain't broken, if it still works, if everything is still fine. RTX 306012, you're gonna restart production in June? We don't know. It's rumored, but we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed yet. Yeah, we don't know. What do I do with temp files? You delete them. You hit Windows R, it opens up the run command. You do %temp%, and you do Control A and Shift delete. That's what you do. I played some Expedition 33 recently. I really like the game's story and gameplay. It's amazing. It's so good. So good. Such an incredible game. Must play, absolutely must play, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, boys. Yeah. Alright, boys. I wanna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, okay? I delete them, but they keep coming back. Well, that's the point. They will keep coming back. And you'll have to periodically delete them. The more you use your PC, the more temp files are going to generate there. And once the temp files are no longer needed, they don't automatically get deleted. So you're going to have to delete them from time to time. That's all. Like once a month or once every 3 months or 6 months or however often you want. Okay, boys. I'm going to see you boys tomorrow. Bye-bye.